morning, everyone. Welcome back. If you are returning. And hello, if this is your first time tuning in. This is day 8 of live coding a Rust game until I land a new gig. Just going to do a quick recap. So, this project started in as a TypeScript game after just a couple of days toying around with TypeScript and Three.js. Felt like I wanted to raise the bar a bit and get a bit more performant framework in place, and opted to use Bevy inside of Rust. Played around with Bevy a little bit last year, and was working with the Bevy physics plugin called Rapier, and ran into some issues with that package, and swapped it out for the Avian 3D package, and things have been going pretty smoothly with that. Yesterday we worked on getting a weapons system in place. Our game is a little ship that flies around a track and takes out targets. Just going to do a quick compile here on an older version. Still working out, the feel. Yesterday we prompted in some weapons. Version 0.8. Recompile. These compiles are going pretty quick. I hope they're not a pain to set through. So we got some lasers now firing off. Then soon after, we added a cooldown, so it's not infinite firepower all the time. With version 0.9. I'm actually just going to go ahead and skip that and go up into 0.10, their semantic versioning. I think this morning I'm going to spend a little bit of time refining some of the cruft. So we've got a targeting system and a cooldown. You can see my weapons run out after holding it down for a long time. Definitely going to adjust that, but the restriction there is just to make sure that that system is working, and then we will finesse it. Excuse me, got a little frog in my throat this morning. And our target is gone. We destroyed it. Hit points exhausted. Then the last thing after the stream, I wanted to add in a ricochet effect for the lasers, which I'll show you that now. Came out pretty cool. when we fire against a surface, we'll see some ricochet action. You can see sometimes those flying off into the distance. That my game wasn't streaming on the right screen there. Sorry about that. So we got a nice little ricochet going. So the goal of these, I'm trying to implement a new feature an hour. Yesterday we got a couple features out, which was awesome. I'm also playing mixes from my friends while doing this. This mix I'm going to load up here. It's from a very dear friend of mine, Vic, who is up northwest these days. Vic and I go way back. We used to have a monthly party at Blank Space called Lifted, and Vic was the MC. Vic also MC'd my wedding, which I was extremely honored. The link to this mix is in the comments. Definitely check it out. That footwork Chicago juke vibe. For some reason, Rust Rover decided to go to bed. Relaunch it.
Smoke that green, 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 smoke that green.
Hey, a new version of Rust is available. We will check that out later.
Smoke that green, 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 smoke that green.
So our ricochet is in place. Right now the target is just a simple column that just renders at 0, and I'd like to make that better. Ooh, what is huge spelling there? Weapon plugin. Uh-oh, did we commit that? We sure did. Nope, that didn't get committed. That's great.
Smoke that green, 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 smoke that green. Smoke that green, 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 smoke that green. Smoke that green, smoke that green, smoke that green.
All right, let's take a little time here and clean up some of these warnings. Get single is deprecated. I think it's now just single. Yep. Bevy is a quickly moving package. saw a announcement for a package that's been gaining some steam in the Rust world in 2D called Graphite that I might do a stream on later. Graphite just reached top 100 Rust packages, and it's a 2D framework, and they are aiming to become the Blender of 2D, which is exciting because I'm kind of tired of paying Adobe for absolute monopoly graphics production. This was a live set from Just Vic. Really wish I could have been in the club when he was playing. Vic runs a site called Listen by Label, lbl.fm. If you're a big music nerd like me, it's a very valuable tool to find artists that okay. I kind of want to target this I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to target the slide physics that are happening. Let's commit these little changes that we have so far. So this new Codex, Codex app on Chat GPT is pretty awesome. You know, it's all in the browser. It's all using the GPT Plus. It's not calling API calls. It's just part of the API plan. I have not hit a limit yet, and as you can see, I've been using it pretty extensively, and I found that it's best when you have a code base that has a really well-established pattern. So as an architect, you know, you want to create something that's repeatable. You want to create something that's maintainable. You want something that is easy to read for humans, and that as a starting point is, I think, essential for developing up an application, not just trying to one-shot something all the way through. Doing this partly because I want to know the limits of what AI can do. It's definitely a performance-enhancing drug, and it's teaching me some things I didn't know. There's a lot I don't know, especially in Rust. I've only released a couple of apps in Rust, and they've all been services, headless services that just run and run reliably. Okay, let's get some work done here. I'm gonna look at our slide function that happens on hits. When the player hits also want to do a little bit of dampening on slopes. Also want to dampen momentum on slopes. As if gravity was pulling the player against the slope. Alright. Just like yesterday, I'm going to fire off 2 different tasks and have 2 different branches going. Need to implement a HUD display for the weapons charge. There is a cooldown. I would like to display what remaining power is left. Well, recharge process. Place it 10 pixels above the speedometer. I can never spell speedometer. Oh, too easy there. Place it 10 pixels above the speedometer and make sure it's Alright, so we got 2 tasks going. We're going to dampen the player instead of just sliding. We're going to dampen it a little bit when it collides. And we're going to get a new display for our weapons cooldown. Some notes for roadmap here. Another goal this week is I really want to get this compiling to a WASM so we can stick it in the browser and have it set up live. You guys will be able to click around and play on. Okay, we should have some new code to look at here. We got dampening for the player. Yeah, look at this. We got some new variables. Collision dampening in our globals. Great. Looks pretty elegant. Let's see how it plays. Let's go ahead and commit these. function signature has params in there. We can see it. Params, game params. It's right there. We've got a type of game params, which has. Let's track back where it's getting called. There are no params in this space. This error right back to GPT. While that's spooling up, let's take a look at our HUD for weapons. Yeah, we got a new plugin, Weapon HUD, following the same pattern as before. Positioning has been a challenge for GPT to get right. I had to hack around on the speedometer HUD to find the right math. Let's see. Using the gradient SVG from the speedometer. That's good. We're going to change it out later. Let's go ahead and create the PR. Literally working on 2 tasks at once. If you're one of the holdouts out there and not getting into AI and not whatever, I hope you enjoy the flavor of dust. You're gonna get left in it. Alright. I believe that is our weapons charge. And it's overlapping. Let's see if we can deplenish it. Yeah, look at that. Cool. Fire rate is not fast enough for it to be depleted, so let's crank that up. And that recharge is still very generous. So let's go into our weapon system here. Oh, we made this a global, that's right. So, no, we have not made it a global yet. These should be globals. Let's say it takes 3 seconds to completely recharge, and our weapons cost is actually higher. Be a float. Do a quick recompile. Okay, so we run out. Fully back charged again after 3 seconds. Cool. And let's fix the positioning of that. I knew that was going to be so. That should actually go the other direction. Yeah, I gotta make those meters smaller. We'll finesse it later. It's doing what I need it to do right now to be able to visualize what playability is going to look like. Alright, so with those little tweaks, I'm going to call that done. Let's merge it into main. Discord, we're going to see a purple merged. Boom, merged. All right. Yesterday, I think I added it. Agents. Yeah, it's not. I added this line to the Agents MD, which is what ChatGPT reads before doing anything else. I told it to automatically submit PRs. Do not wait for confirmation from the user. Blah 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 blah. And it's not doing that, so we're just going to take that out because it's just being ignored, which is probably safe. Wait, maybe it did. I didn't click the. Hey, it did. Let's put that back. Fix the typo. So let's pull that code, check out. Got past that error, not passing the params to the method. Let's see if our playability has changed. Yep, we got a hit. The slide system. Yeah, that's not great. It does feel like the slope is dampening a little bit, which is good. What we want. Makes it a little bit harder to go off the rails there. A little bit too strong though. And, I think I'd like to do some easing between those. So we're going to refine this a little bit more. Yeah, that's not great. Collision there. I feel like it should bounce a little bit. Okay. We're going to get back into this branch here. This is a great first pass. Let's do some easing on the slope effect and also add a little bit of bounce. Based on the angle of collision in the slide function. Right now, the slope effect is too strong and happens too fast. The momentum and bounce the player a small amount either in an opposite direction. Now, an angular direction of the collision.
Get looking.
Right at the 30-minute mark. Well, that's cooking. Going to create a goals layer, like think about it like a first, like a starting line, a waypoint, another waypoint, and a finish line. So I want to start setting up the underlying code for that. We're going to make a new model in Blender that's going to be our positioning for the track goals. Need represent the start. Another model called finish. When the player passes through these,
Bring your best crack. Bring your best
will represent a lap.
Bring your best crack.
Also need a lap timer plugin.
Bring your best crack. Bring your best crack.
It will
Bring your best crack. Bring your
keep
best
track of players' traversal
Bring your best crack.
from start goal
Bring your
to
best
finish
crack.
goal.
Bring your best crack. Bring your best crack. Bring your best crack.
We've been modeling this in Blender. Several versions of that. We'll go to the source here. Terrain.blend. So our model has a Bezier path that defines the base of the track, which will end up making a big batch of these tracks and have a Blender day doing just Blender assets. It's very convenient to be able to export this as a GLB and just import it straight into the Bevy engine as tri-mesh. Alright. Like our collision PR has, and it's updating the branch. No. Alright, got a new remote. This is like the third time I've been through this mix, and this track, whatever this is right here, I need it. That was a direct hit on that. Slope still feels really heavy, but it's better transition. Ooh, we are stuck in the donut. Remember what that's called. We're definitely going to need to add some fault tolerances there. We'll go full screen on this. Get rid of that GUI here soon too. Let's watch that speedometer as we hit up. Ooh, that slope, that feels so much better. I have to take my word for it because you can't play it yet. Collision's still wonky. Might need to add more bounce. Also going to add some easing on the camera action because yeah, that's way too much effect on the slope. Okay, I think that's decent enough of a foundation for us to start finessing some things. I'm going to look at this PR actually on GitHub because the diff that's happening is a little bit bigger than just one change. So, all right, we got damping and slope ease. Yep, those are in our globals and in our debug UI. We set the defaults on load. We are now passing in params along with the entity.
It's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. We got our slide function gets updated now. Solid stuff, Vic. SoundCloud is now automatically taking us into a new mix. Give it a few seconds. Don't really know. Well, we'll switch it up a little bit. All right, so our slide function gets updated substantially. We're doing some math against the easing, doing some power functions, getting the easing, quadratic easing there, and our reflect. We're getting the normal of. I think that's the right way to describe that. It's only bouncing on the Y, and that's not exactly right. We really want it to be more along the X axis. Oh, no. This is... let's get back into the prompt. Let's say this is getting better, but the bounce really needs to affect more than just the Y. It should be left, right, back, and forward as well. Right now, the player can overshoot the bounds of an object, so there should be a little tolerance for, I cannot spell this morning, tolerance, so the player does not get stuck inside of geometry. So this will be the third pass for that feature. Let me get back into some tracks here. Playing from my live code jam sesh playlist on Spotify, that little QR code and right there on this side over here, right above my head, will take you to that playlist and you can add stuff to it if you want. I might veto it. Lap timer. Let's go ahead and create a PR. Binary files are not supported. upstairs going absolutely batshit because the mailman is here. So right now, Codex has a limitation of not being able to push binary files. I'm sure that's for several reasons. One reason might be if somebody's able to jailbreak the AI into giving up its internals, committing those to a repo. That seems like it could be a security risk. So we're gonna have to flow this in by hand. That's cool. You still remember how to do that, right? We're gonna make a new file called goals.rs. Seconds and secs on the Delta for a lot of different places in the first few versions of the of this. Our good singles back. Need to add that to the prompt. Okay, great. We got to compile. We don't have these models yet for start and finish. Well, we're at 45 minutes on this, so maybe that'll be our stretch goal here right at the end of this sesh. But it looks like we're loading the plugins in. No, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this going. So our start goal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this, save as, and we're going to call this start. And we're also going to make one called, well, let's make the goal first. And it's just going to be a plane, and we need it to be 90 degrees. Oops, not on the Z. It's along the X. Delete. Getting lost in space-time here. And let's make it big enough that we go through it. Save it. This is going to be the only thing in here, so I'm going to delete all the other objects. I really don't like my setup yet for Blender as far as like production-wise. I want to make, you know, like a level all fully contained inside of one Blender file that lets me like publish the assets. This is starting to feel very much like, you know, Macromedia Flash days, where, you know, building out like tons of different assets. All right, so we're gonna put the start just a little bit ahead of 00 and export this. Glib start. And then we're going to save this again, save as finish. And I'm just doing this quick and dirty so we can see the feature work or not. And always come back. All right, so we're going to put the finish line. Let's put the finish line a little bit further back because there might be a little overlap there. Save. And do our finish.
Stranded.
And these guys are going to be very visible in game here. Also, I'm going to add some console, some info logging here.
Suffocating. Can't speak. It's over. I'm too weak.
Timer is running, so we're gonna info.
It's not over.
Already got some is best.
Come back stronger. You're not the only one.
What is the goal radius here? Now, this is not exactly what we want. Could be wrong. Need to fully digest this logic. Lap started. No. Did we get all the way through? Oh, lucky. Oh! So we should have passed through both of those, the start and the finish. I don't see them anywhere. Oh, there it is. It's backwards. Yep, we got a lap started. Okay. So some more finessing there, but the initial part of the plugin is in place. That's what we're after here. We'll spend some more time with that. All right, let's go back to our dashboard here. We've got this new PR. Yeah, here we go. This is more what we're after. Not just constrained to the y-axis. Alright, we got some changes. I'm going to go ahead and commit these to the lap timer. Lap timer, work in place. Work in progress. Let's see if we can get this latest branch. and try these physics out again on the slope and collisions. Got that base target there. Hey, that's okay. Still think it's too hard in that camera movement. Alright. Let's slam into an object. Man, that was just dead on. I don't like that. Let's try to hit the edges. Nope. It's like sticking like glue. Went over it. But hey, we're not getting lost in the geometry. Landed on top of it. Yeah, we're in there. Wiggled our way out. Stuck. I think we're gonna devote a single sesh to working out some of the details there. Let's try it with a little bit of tweaking. Reminds me of like some of the early like PlayStation games where you could do some stupid stuff like this. Weapons. Yeah, that slope makes this a lot easier to play. And also, you know, this, like I was saying yesterday, this track is really, really tiny. Crank up the bounce factor and see if that... Hey, that bounced better. Better test obstacles, like yeah, I like that bounce better. Probably doesn't need to be all the way up. Yeah, that slides and let's go full screen. Braking tolerances still. Drive right through mesh. Alright, let's do our final pass here, and we're gonna go ahead and merge this. Work inside of input. Another goal next couple of days here is to reduce these functions a little bit more, get them a little bit more abstracted, try to keep the logic down. There's a lot of if-else's happening that could be smaller morsels. set the skin to be a little thicker. Maybe that, well, 0.5 is a lot. Let's see what happens at 0.5. I'm just getting a calendar notice for something in 10 minutes. Got a meeting in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to bail, guys. Yeah, good session today. I think we got the foundations for the lap timer and worked on the physics of collision a little bit more, getting some of that fleshed out. I'm gonna go ahead and merge this. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will catch up again real soon. Cheers.